In the NCAA post-match press conference after a first-round match between Carthage and Wisconsin-Platteville, joined by Carthage head coach Steve Doman and junior Jerry Patino. And Coach, could you give an opening statement on tonight's match, what you saw out there?
Sure. Before I start, I think it's important to say thank you to Calvin for hosting. We know what that entails and how much work and effort, particularly with the weather and all the particulars surrounding the tournament. We just want to tell Calvin, all the employees, and everyone that was put this together. It's hyper exciting, and we're really proud to be here. And I know it was special for our kids.
So the match, you're up 1-0 at halftime, and they got an early goal, and it just seemed to get the momentum going for them. Your thoughts on how you saw the match play out?
Sure, I think it's a pretty fair question. I thought we owned much of the first half, probably left 1 or 2 goals on the table there that would have made things maybe 2 or 3-0, and maybe UW-Platteville goes away if we're able to take that. But they're a tremendous team. They deserve to be here. Enzo does a really good job, and I think we essentially got beat by one player. Logan did a really good job, but they jumped us on counter quite a bit. But in terms of owning like a lot of the possession, and I'm just looking at the stats right now. It looks like we outshot them 16-10, but I think it was a pretty fair result. It may not have been a 4-1 game with us pushing forward a little bit at the end, but yeah, it was a reversal. We felt good going at halftime. We kept a lot of the play in front of us. I don't think they had 2 or 3 good looks in that entire 45 minutes. When we came out flat and we surrendered that goal, at that point we gave them a little bit of energy. Their tactics certainly changed, and we weren't able to keep up with Logan. But hats off to him, a tremendous player. And I think Calvin will have their hands full with UW-Platteville.
All right, Jerry, kind of walk me through that goal. Flick from Mahoney, that trickle past the defender and found you on the right-hand side. So just kind of take me through it, walk me through it. How are you feeling after that? Having that momentum, it seemed that we had throughout the entire first half.
Yeah, well, I mean, it all goes, it starts from the locker room. Our coaches have specific tactics for us, and they kind of saw and analyzed the way Platteville defended, and it started with me walking the defensive line, pushing them backwards. They're not too aggressive, so they give you space. Once Mahoney got the ball, he's a tremendous player, great player. I knew he was going to create something for us. And he found me, and I guess I believe I touched it with my left to the side, and I beat the defender, and I just thought to go to goal, and I just shot it, and it went in. Yeah, I felt good. I knew it was a big moment in the game. I was happy. Our teammates were happy, and it felt like we were on a good start.
Coach, Platteville, I mean, not being in a conference, having that extra rest, not being in a conference tournament, almost having 2 weeks off. I mean, did that play a role at all, do you think, from your eyes?
Well, it's a good question. I appreciate that. Like I said before, they're a tremendous team. I think, the rest obviously plays into it, but I think today that, tournament soccer sometimes gets less pretty, and the team that wants it a little bit more can do that, and I think that's where they put themselves. And as much as I want to say the weather and the particulars played against a possession-oriented team in Carthage, and it may played a little bit more into the hands of UW-Platteville, but I mean, those things, we'll analyze those things over a period of time, but right now it's difficult for me to sit here and talk about our season in total. My mind immediately goes to the seniors that have got us to this point: Kyle Mueller, Adrian Herrera, Nico, Everett Jonas, Berto Aloiza, and all those people, and Kevin Mahoney, are putting in a lot of time and effort, and it's kind of one of those moments where your mind's directly in the game, but you're also proud on a lot of levels that they earned the right to be here, and they're great kids and great students, and I think they do a really good job. So fortunately for us, we're pretty junior dominated, and guys like Jerry here, and we've got a strong cast that's coming back, so I think expectations will certainly be high as well. So we rode a little bit of a roller coaster this year when it came to injuries and unique situations in terms of playing a very difficult schedule. And we poured a lot of emotion into the last 5 or 6 games, and we were fortunate to get ourselves to the spot, but we had to spend a lot of energy. So I think it's an appropriate question.
Yeah, segue off that, Jerry, senior next year, having this experience under your belt, NCAA tournament action, I mean, how will you carry that momentum over the next 9 months and fight your way to get back here with the rest of your class?
Well, first of all, I think it's a wonderful experience. Not many players get to live through this. You know, not many players. There's only 32 teams that make the tournament. I think we were fortunate enough to make it this year. Hopefully, we can make it back next year. And you know, it's my first tournament, so coming into the tournament, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. You know, so I think next year, if we come into the tournament, I'm not gonna be as nervous. I know what's gonna come. You know, it was real competitive, not your normal CCIW game or other friendly game. It's a different atmosphere, and you know the experience I think will help us next year.
Okay, very good. Congratulations on a
Thank you,
great
guys.
season.
Appreciate it.